I'm Gina Piero, and I am a student achievement coach here in Worthington Schools. The biggest challenge was to understand how to teach the standards in more depth than breadth, because no longer was it a skill and drill or a memorization of algorithms. It was all about teaching kids to be critical thinkers and problem solvers, and that was definitely a shift. Well, first and foremost, we needed a program that really was aligned to the standards. Part of our search brought us to Stepping Stones because it was, at the time, the only math program that was aligned to the standards. And so again, as I keep saying, with the shift in actually what instruction looked like, the teachers needed something to guide them. And that happened to be Stepping Stones for us, because they knew that if they taught that program, they were meeting the standards. But within that, what was much more purposeful was that the lessons were designed in a way that helped them to understand the shifts in how they were going to teach and what the instruction looked like in their classroom. The educator's initial response was a little bit of anxiety, and I think a lot of that was because it was the first web-based program that our teachers had ever been introduced to. And so especially our teachers that might not have been as technologically savvy struggled a little bit more than others, but what they soon came to find out that it was basically a one-stop shop. And so not having that manual in their hands anymore at first took some practice, but then they realized that having everything on the computer at their fingertips was really valuable. I can tell you that after being involved with Stepping Stones for a number of years now, our students are loving math. You know, math is no longer a quiet, isolated event where they sit in desks and are given a row of problems to solve. They are up, they are moving, they are talking, they are collaborating, they are interacting not only with concrete manipulatives in front of them, but also interacting with technology on the smartboard. We are teaching our children to be true mathematicians by engaging them in activities that require them to think critically and problem solve, and they truly believe that they are mathematicians. I would definitely say the attributes of Stepping Stones that my educators really appreciate is all of the professional learning and development that actually is embedded in the program. Right off the bat, I can tell you those math ed videos have been huge for our teachers because, as I said before, trying to learn not only the standards and really understand the standards, but know how to teach it and how kids learn math. That has been critical in their own professional development because they needed to understand how kids learn math in order to teach in a way that will help them understand math. Stepping Stone has really aided in our kids learning to be critical math thinkers, just basically by the way the program's written. It is aligned to the standards, and not only the standards, but the 8 mathematical practices that I think sometimes teachers forget to talk about. Every module points out to the teachers what standard is being embedded throughout those lessons. And so by engaging kids in activities around those standards, they're automatically putting them in situations where they do have to problem solve. They do have to think critically and analyze, and most importantly, communicate that thinking.